Blacks. These teams have met 3 times this year. First meeting in Bryce Valley, a 32-25 win by the Buffaloes, 7-point game. Second meeting, a 43-39 win, 4-point win for the Buffaloes. And then in region, the Mustangs just did not show up. The defense of the Buffaloes was very swarming. That full court press gave the Mustangs problems. And the Buffaloes won 55-30. The Buffaloes, what's up, Dalton? The Buffaloes, pretty interesting. They average, basically every one of their starters average 7 points a game, and Paige Harris off the bench averages 5. For the Mustangs, Brooklyn Sirett averages 9, Brianna Nelson 5, Carlene Roundy 6, Oakley Johnson 6, and Kaylani Decio 4. Yesterday, however, the senior Nelson and Brooklyn both had fantastic games. They finished with 14 or 15 apiece, and Johnson had a fantastic game with, I think, 8 or 10. Set for the tip, and it comes off to the Mustangs, picked up by Roundy, hands to Nelson. And we're set, the final day. All comes down to this. These teams both come in as the 3rd and 4th place teams, respectively Valley and Bryce Valley, in the Region 20. And they end up meeting here. 3-point shot on the way by Roundy's short, follows her shot, gets it up and in. Whitney Spencer, right side Sage Cox. Up top, Whitney Spencer looks. Gives to McKenna Roundy. She'll take the 3. Gets it. McKenna Roundy with the big 3 answers. She's been playing extremely good basketball. That 1-2-1-1 full court press from the Buffaloes. That goes through the hands of Decio. Taken away by the Buffaloes. Drive by Sage Cox and a blocking foul on Decio. Sage makes her free throw. I'll try to keep you updated on the other game going on a little bit. Missed that one. Rebound Decio. In the other gym, you've got what would have been a Region 20 matchup for the 5th and 7th place game between the Paiute T-Birds and the Wayne County Badgers, but Wayne County now in Region 19. Nice drive by Brooklyn Sirett. Takes it all the way to the hoop, scoops it up and scores. That was something that Brooklyn has been doing more of lately, is attacking the basket with success. Drive by Esther Cox. She's fouled by Brooklyn. Shot up and in by Roundy. That's McKenna Roundy that made that basket. Sirett up top, gives to Roundy. Mustangs reset that one. It's kind of a 1-2-2 zone by the Buffaloes. Sirett looks, baseline, drives right, kicks Roundy up top. Look into Decio. Sirett for 3. Mustangs are on top, 7-6 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Whitney Spencer looks into Ashlyn Spencer, and the ball goes out of bounds off Ashlyn. Syrat back to Nelson. Ahead, Johnson takes it all the way, scoops and scores. Sage Cox to Esther Cox, drives right. Good job that time by Syrat. Shot up, rims out, rebound Decio for the Mustangs. Syrat having a hard time finding the handle, saves it into Nelson. Ball knocked away and saved in on the out of bounds line. Roundy, Nelson, baseline Oakley Johnson takes 15-foot jumper. That's short underneath. Put back up and in by Syrat. 7 points in this quarter for Brooklyn Syrat. Three-point shot on the way for Esther Cox. That's short, chased down by Syrat. Syrat on the break. Sage Cox defending, and Syrat scoops and misses. Esther Cox with the rebound for the Buffaloes. Nelson cuts off the dribble to Sage Cox. She'll try a three. Rims off. Rebound Nelson. Roundy to Nelson. Drives underneath. She's fouled by Ashlyn Spencer. .30 on your Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Paiute T-Birds lead the Wayne Badgers in the Sevier Valley Center. And here in the Richfield Gym, after that miss by Nelson, it's 12-6, Bryce Valley over Valley. Oakley Syrat fouls before, or Oakley Johnson fouls before the shot. Rod said she could become a Syrat if she played her cards right. Got a bunch of grandsons. Oh, McKenna Roundy. Sorry. McKenna Roundy with 7 points and a travel. Eight to 12. Mustangs. Up top, Roundy fakes, drives right. Kicks to Cox. She'll bring it back left. Esther Cox on the left wing. McKenna Roundy fakes. Cut off by Nelson. Nelson with the steal and the breakaway. Puts it up and she's fouled by Sage Cox. Nelson makes her first free throw. Paige Harris into the game for Roundy. Nelson makes them both. Should say, I mentioned Kesley Floyd into the game for the Mustangs. I missed that a second ago. Kesley, a freshman, has been playing some really good basketball for Coach Brinkerhoff this season. and been getting better further in the season. Three-point shot on the way by Esther Cox. Won't go. Rebound Johnson. Nelson looks at the three, fakes. Oakley Johnson, 18-footer off the corner, won't go. Rebound Nelson, and dribbles off her foot. It's picked up by Esther Cox. Sage Cox all the way to the basket, scoops it up and scores. Tipped by, taken away. Up to Ashlyn Spencer. Kept wanting to call her Whitney Spencer. Roundy breaks it across half court. And Floyd will take the deep shot. That's over the top, chased down by Roundy, or by Johnson. Timeout on the floor. You're watching Utah 1A basketball on KSLMyLocalRadio.com. Bear Lake Realty presentation of Utah 1A basketball. For real estate at Bear Lake, work with the best. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Lob over the top to Siret. The Mustangs have the ball underneath their basket. Inside Johnson, knocked away by Ashlyn Spencer, and she is called for the foul. Frustration with that call. I think it's her second foul. Brings Sage Cox back in the game. Also Wood into the game for the Buffaloes. Travel called on Nelson. Up top, Esther Cox. Three-point shot, it's going to be short, rebounded by Wood for the Buffaloes. Roundy checks in for DCO for the Mustangs. Bounce pass into the corner to Wood. Drives, shot up, blocked by Siret. Nelson on the break, defended by Roundy. Pulls it back out, gives Siret up top. The Mustangs will reset. Looking for one shot to end this first period. This last possession brought to you by Ellingford Brothers of Evanston, Wyoming. For your next project, count on the best. Three-point basket up, won't go. That's going to do it for one. Count on the best with EllingfordBros.com. That's ELLINGFORD Bros.com. Welcome back to this Bear Lake Realty presentation of 1A basketball, coming to you live from Richfield High School. This is the Consolation Championship game on the girls' side of the 1A state championships. Roundy's three, short, rebound chased down Esther Cox. Gives to Sage Cox, she'll take a three. That one rims off as well, rebound Siret. Gives it back to Nelson. The Buffaloes, even off of a missed basket, still getting into that trap. Fouls after the first period, 3-3, so even fouls, nobody in foul trouble. Nice drive, scoop, and miss by Nelson. Over to Esther Cox, looks back around, he gives to Paige Harris. Fakes, comes on this way, across the paint, shot up, fouled by Roundy. That is Roundy's second foul. Paige Harris with an opportunity to tie it up on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebound Nelson. Pass through the hands of Decio. Ahead to Esther Cox, over Nelson, and Nelson fouls. Esther Cox at the line, shoots a pair of free throws. Buffaloes trail by 1. Buffalo struggling from the line. 2 of 5 from the foul line. Ties it up. 14's on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 6:41 to go in the second quarter. Valley in that 1-2-1-1 full court press. Head to Johnson. Nelson looks. Johnson, Decio missed Nelson on the cut. McKenna Syrett drives, and she's fouled by Roundy. Fouls on the ground. That's Roundy's first. Bounce pass into Johnson. Gets it. Passes it out to Nelson. Looks at the 3. Gives to Floyd up top. Fake by McKenna Syrett. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Buffaloes. Whitney Spencer checks in for Wood. Also, Brooklyn Syrett back into the game for the Mustangs. Johnson has the ball tipped away. She chases it down in the front court. Into Syrett, over Cox, won't go, rebound Syrett. Floyd, high post, bounce pass in the corner. Up top, Roundy, Johnson. Roundy on the bench with 2 fouls. Syrett drives, gets past Cox, shot up and fouled by Harris. Misses both. Rebound Nelson brings it back out. The Mustangs set up their offense. The Mustangs 3 of 6. The other game, Paiute leads Wayne 15-7. 7:31 to go in the second on the Rocky Mountain scoreboard update. from the Sevier Valley Center. Nelson drives all the way to the basket, and Harris fouls her. That's the second on Harris. Nelson makes her first. Second on the way. That's off the back iron. High bounce. Won't go. Rebound Harris. Cross to Roundy. Bounce pass corner. Whitney Spencer won't go. Rebound Sage Cox. Shot up and in. And the Buffaloes on top, 16-15. Johnson turns, looks, kicks to Floyd for three. Won't go. Rebound chased down by Travel as she grabs the ball, takes 2 steps to the left to get past the defender. Esther Cox. Great hustle play chasing that ball down. The town of Garden City, Utah, where families play. Log on to Bear Lake Realty or bearlake.org today. Check him out. Took our family up there for a vacation this last summer and spent 5 days on Bear Lake with a pontoon boat. Amazing vacation. The kids had a blast. So did I. Three-point shot up by Floyd. Rims off. Rebound saved in. Nelson gets the shot up. Roundy puts it up. Won't go. Rebound foul on Nelson. That'll be the 6th team foul. Ashlyn Spencer gives to Sage Cox. Sage dribbles right, finds the lane, takes it all the way to the hoop, scoops and scores. Just like a good running back through the line, she just kept going until she found that lane. Took it all the way to the hoop. Inside to Johnson, fakes one way, taken away by Whitney Spencer, Ashlyn Spencer, then away from her by Kesley Floyd. Nelson defended by Roundy. Fake by Nelson, drives, scoops, scores, offensive foul. That's her second. Whitney Spencer looks, needs help. Defended by Decio on the wing. Roundy makes the switch. Bounce pass across paint, taken away by Tori Nelson. Out to Syrat. Tori Nelson, the freshman sister of Brianna Nelson. Ball on the floor, dive. Great hustle by Johnson, diving out to tie that ball up. Wood, Nelson, or Johnson. Pass into Johnson. She hands it back to Syret. Pass down into Syret. Shot up. Won't go. Rebound Decio. Puts it back up and in. Decio with the soft bounce on the rim. Gets the bucket to go. Cuts that lead to 1. Whitney Spencer pulls up 18-footer. Rims off. Decio with the rebound. Gives it to Brooklyn Syret. Johnson to Tori Nelson. Nelson to Decio. Decio, deep 3. Won't go. Ball loose. That's going to do it for the first half of action. Thanks for watching Utah 1A basketball on KSLMyLocalRadio.com. We'll be back after this for the halftime entertainment. I had the wrong microphone on. Now I'm flustered. Sorry, folks. Johnson gives the sired up top. Nelson right side. High post Roundy. Shot missed. Rebound pulled down by the Buffaloes. Sage Cox goes the other way. Lays it up, won't go. And Ashlyn Spencer's fouled on the rebound and the shot. Thanks, Steph. Stephanie Roberts texted me, telling me my mic's off too, but I got her fixed, Steph. I'll bet she's not getting much work done at the car care center today, Rod. Shot up short by Ashlyn Spencer. Of course, it's a Saturday. I don't think she works Saturday. She's probably at home doing nails. Misses both. Rebound chased down. Goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds off of Decio. Pass in and one for Ashlyn Spencer makes up for those two missed free throws. She'll have a chance at 3 points the hard way. Shot up, won't go. Syrat with a foul. Nope, Sage Cox with a foul. Yeah, Brooklyn came in from the backside, but ball loose, knocked away, and that time that one is going to be on Brooklyn. That's her third foul. Oh, that is her second. I thought she had two already, Rod. Blocked and then tied up. That'll be Bryce Valley basketball. Into Floyd. Gives it back to Syrat. Syrat to Nelson. Ahead to Johnson. Back to Nelson. Better job that time getting through the press of the Buffaloes. Nelson dribbles left. Back right, Syrat. Decio. Nelson tries to get the corner, recovered by Roundy. Roundy quick feet, stays in front. Up top, Syrat, fakes left, jab step, Johnson. Nelson looks in. Mustangs just being patient, running their offense. They trail by 20 to 19 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 5 minutes to go in the third period. The look in to Johnson. Decio, high post, back to Johnson for three. That's short. Rebound, Cox of the Buffaloes. Cox will push it up the other way. Paige Harris drives in the lane, won't go. Rebound, Decio for the Mustangs. In the corner to Floyd. Decio dribbles once, steps left, shot up, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Esther Cox on the break. Valley. Look into Paige. Cross court to Sage Cox for three. Her first field goal of the game comes with 4 minutes to go in the third give the Buffaloes a 4-point lead. Outlet to Decio, lays it up with her left hand, won't go. Rebound pulled out by Harris. 3-on-1. Nelson stops ball. Esther to Page. Up and won't go. Rebound. Pulled out of there by Nelson. Nelson ahead. Sage Cox dances the end line after picking off the pass and back the other way. Roundy to Esther. Back to Roundy. Drives right. Pulls up. 15-footer won't go. Syret now on the break. Long stride won't go. Rebound pulled down by Cox. And Johnson called it the foul. That's a little quicker pace for you, Dalton. Roundy and McKenna Syret back into the game for the Mustangs. Esther Cox dribbles with her left hand, stripped away, but she's fouled. Foul went to McKenna Syret. Baseline Roundy dribbles back up top in the paint. Gives to Harris. 3-point shot on the way. Esther Cox won't go. Rebound Brooklyn Syret. Gets ahead of the defense, and Esther Cox tries to sneak in front to take away the ball. Didn't quite have the right angle and gets called for the foul. Nelson, Roundy. Dribbles left, steps back. Johnson in the corner. Syret, Nelson looks into McKenna Syret. Timeout on the floor, so we'll take one too. Thanks for watching Utah 1A basketball presentation. 1A basketball presentation brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Also, the Evanston Travel and Tourism Board. Don't miss the World Classic Celtic Festival in Evanston, Wyoming, March 23rd and 24th. Visit EvanstonCelticFestival.com. Buffalo's in a 1-3-1 zone. Backside there, Syret gets it up and fouled. Syret misses her free throw. She's 0 for 3. Legs get tired in these tournaments. You got to put a little more leg bend into those shots to get them. And a foul by Brooklyn. That'll be her third, Rod. (23-20) on your Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Valley Buffaloes on top by 3. Paige Harris dribbles into the corner. Comes back left, gives to Roundy. McKenna Roundy pulls up, baseline jumper, good. It was Valley that scored the ball. McKenna Roundy. I actually did that when I was announcing the game over home. I announced at Bryce Valley, I announced McKenna Roundy, and then when I came announcing the Bryce Valley players, I announced, and McKenna Sire was supposed to start, I announced McKenna Roundy again. Blocked out of bounds. Yeah, announcers, cameraman, it's mentally taxing. A lot of basketball. And some people have more mental to tax than I do, Rod, and I don't. Whitney Spencer drives, gives to Roundy, base or foul line jumper for two. Roundy was quiet in that second quarter. She had 7 in the first. Now she has 4 in the third. And the Mustangs can't buy a basket. Cox tries to save it. She's on the end line. Almost 5-second count that time on the Mustangs. Nelson able to throw it long up to Johnson. Roundy up top. Nelson looks, drives right. A lot of contact, put back up, no call. Shot up, no good. Rebound Harris for the Buffaloes. Harris keeps it ahead to Ashlyn Spencer, and she's fouled by McKenna Siret. Cache Valley Visitors Bureau for outdoor adventure, a foodie trek, amazing music and theater, Utah State University athletics. Find your fun in Logan by visiting explorelogan.com. Ashlyn Spencer 0 for 4 from the foul line. Ball goes out of bounds off the Mustangs. Tori Nelson checks in, as well as Macy Brinkerhoff for the Mustangs. Pass tip taken away by Floyd. Kesley Floyd comes in the game and instantly makes an impact. Drives right-handed, shot up, over the top. Rebound Harris for the Buffaloes. That's going to do it for 3 quarters of play. We'll be back after words from these sponsors. Thanks for watching Utah 1A Basketball on live.ksl.com and mylocalradio.com. Presentation of Utah 1A Basketball. No portion of this webcast in its entirety may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Deseret Digital Media. Drive by Cox in the lane, fouled by DCO. It's only DCO's second foul. Cox, first shot, good. Sage Cox, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Or 2 of 3, sorry. The Buffaloes have outscored the Mustangs in the last 2 quarters, 16-9. Nelson drives left all the way, dishes, and she's fouled. Mustangs would rather have the basket than the foul right there. That was a nice assist across the paint to Decio. I think Coach Brinkerhoff just told the official that. He's laughing. He's like, can I just have the basket? Johnson to Roundy. You should be able to choose, right? The continuation, either the foul. Yeah, you should be able to pick your penalty or deny it. Nope, don't want the foul. Roundy. Inside to Decio. Decio dribbles once, shoots it up, won't go. Rebound chased down by Decio. Roundy for three. Got it. Almost. Timeout, Brinkerhoff. Bryce Valley Mustangs want to talk about it, so we'll take a short break. Thanks for watching Utah 1A Basketball. Welcome back. This Ellingford presentation of 1A basketball out of bounds off the Buffaloes. Defensive pressure by the Mustangs that time causing some problems. Roundy misses Nelson. Bounce pass down to Spencer. Shot up, won't go. Rebound Cox puts it up, and she's fouled and one. Fouls on Floyd. That's her second foul. Sage Cox makes 3 points the hard way, earning them from the charity stripe. Nelson takes it all the way to the basket, and she's fouled. (31-29) on your Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Visit BearLakeRealty.com today to start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. Also, folks, one of our great sponsors, Ruby's Inn, helping bring us these games all through the tournaments. They've got a Billy Dean concert coming March 17th, Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Nelson makes them both. Tickets start at just $10. Get online to Ebenezer's Barn, B-A-R-N, and grill.com and reserve your seats today. Again, that's a Billy Dean concert on March 17th at 7 p.m. That's the fourth foul on Nelson. That puts Ashlyn Spencer to the line. Spencer 0 of 4 from the foul line so far in the game. Buffalo 6 of 15 from the foul line. Pass to Nelson. Nelson drives, dishes to Decio, shot up and in by Decio. Mustangs cut that lead to 5, 32-27 on your Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Drive all the way, baseline, shot up, no good. Rebound Decio. Decio really does have good hands. If that ball comes her way, she gets those hands up there and she'll hold on to the ball well. Nelson drives, offensive foul. And that's Brianna Nelson's 5th foul, the senior for the Mustangs. That's tough for Brianna. 5.5 minutes to go. That Kesley Floyd, the freshman, comes in, and she'll do a great job for the Mustangs. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Johnson. Full timeout on the floor, so we'll take a break. We'll be back. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL. Welcome back. This Bear Lake Realty presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Brianna Nelson fouled out just a second ago. And on the baseline drive, Johnson got her second foul as Paige Harris tried to drive baseline. Harris makes her free throw. One more coming. The Buffaloes in double bonus. Harris 3 of 4 from the line. Ahead to DCO. DCO shot up, won't go. Mustangs wanting a foul on that one. Won't get it, and they get that one. Off the back iron. (34-27), 7-point lead for the Buffaloes on your Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. And in the Sevier Valley Center, Paiute has a big lead over Wayne, 43-29. That one up, rims off, rebound taken away by Syra. It was picked up by Esther Cox, and Syra tips it out of bounds. Inbounds to the Buffaloes. Cox fakes. Defended by Kesley Floyd. Ashlyn Spencer drives right. Pass into Harris. Shot up, and she's fouled by Syret. That's the fourth foul on Brooklyn Syret. She's got to be careful because she's got to run the point for the Mustangs with Nelson on the bench. Brooklyn, a real good point guard. And the Mustangs need her to stay on the floor. Harris makes 1 of 2. She is 4 of 6. DCO full court ahead for 2. Timeout on the floor. 35-29 on your Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We'll be back. You're watching Utah 1A basketball on KSL.com. Welcome back. This Elling Ford Brothers in Evanston presentation of Utah 1A basketball on live.ksl.com and mylocalradio.com. We'll be back after this. pair of free throws. Misses the first. Makes the second. 4-point lead for the Buffaloes. McKenna Syra. Roundy, she'll take a three. It's off the back iron. Johnson with the rebound foul. Johnson will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Oakley Johnson has 4 points. She hasn't been to the free throw line yet. That one off the iron. Rebound chased down by McKenna Syre in the corner. Picks it up, gives it to Tori Nelson. Floyd. Floyd dribbles into the paint, steps back from the foul line, partially blocked, loose. Johnson gets it up, won't go. Rebound. Macy Brinkerhoff dribbles on the line, out of bounds. Inbound to Cox. Cross court to Roundy. Ashlyn Spencer to Roundy. Kesley worked up after that. She wanted the charge, and there wasn't a lot of space there to give the offensive player room. It's probably the right call, but the young freshman is a competitor. Second one, no good. Bounce pass ahead to Johnson. Gives back to Tori Nelson. Roundy. Drives inside to Decio. Dribbles. Buffaloes get it in to Esther Cox. She jump stops. Sage Cox. Johnson with the foul. Harris makes her free throw. Big free throws down the stretch for the Buffaloes. Harris 4 of 5 from the foul line in this fourth quarter. Yeah, you're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on live.ksl. All the way to the basket, puts it up and in. Carleen Roundy with the fast break bucket. Harris gives to Sage Cox. 1 minute to go in the ball game. Ashlyn Spencer loses the ball. Loose on the floor, go to the ground. Harris. And a foul on Roundy. And she gets teed up. Carleen Roundy. And that's her 4th and 5th fouls. The first one by Harris after going 5 of 6. Misses. Second one's good. That one rims off. So the Buffaloes will get the ball back. Seven of 10 in the fourth quarter alone for Harris from the line. 8 of 12 in the game. Pass into Harris again. Spencer. Cross court. Buffalo's just trying to play keep away with a 4-point lead. Spencer, pass out of bounds. Mustang ball. 30 seconds to go. Coach Cox is like, take the shot. You were wide open. There's nobody between her and the basket, but they're so focused on taking time off the clock. Torrey lets the ball roll, almost loses it. Mustangs into Decio. Decio dribbles once, puts it up, won't go, gets her own rebound, and fouled and one. The final in the other gym on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, Paiute 51, Wayne 41. Paiute 52, Wayne 41 is the final in the Sevier Valley Center. We've got a great game going here, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Utah 1A basketball on live.ksl.com, on mylocalradio.com. All right, welcome back to this Ellingford Brother Girls State Consolation Championship game. Decio with the miss, rebound Roundy, and a quick foul. We'll put Roundy to the line, shoot a pair of free throws, 16.3 seconds to go. Roundy, that's a big free throw. That makes it a 3-point lead for the Buffaloes. And that one was good as well. $14 points in the game for Roundy. Inbound to Nelson. Timeout, Bryce Valley. We'll be back afterward from these sponsors. Welcome back off the timeout from the Bryce Valley Mustangs. You're watching a Bear Lake Realty presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Mustangs with the ball. They trail by 4 into Vicio. McKenna Syret. Mustangs need a score quick and the ball back. Tori Nelson shoots the ball. Banks off. Won't go. Rebound pulled out there by Cox. And that's going to do it. The Buffaloes win. Consolation Championship, defeat the Mustangs 42-38 in a close one down the stretch. We'll keep it right here and go right to the Ruby's In postgame report and highlights brought to you